So, ladies and gentlemen, most people have been asking themselves, why was Kisumu and Nyanza as a whole yesterday dumb and quiet about this Gen Z protest, which somehow was being propelled with the opposition themselves, considering Rigathi Gachagua and none other than Maraga, all those opposition sides. Well, in this video, I just want to tell you why Nyanza people and Raila Amolo Odinga's strongholds were not present or never focused on that andamano as they are always known to do, being that in Kisumu, several news broadcasting companies were in Kisumu, but they had nothing bad to capture about. In fact, this time round, even their peacefulness that was there was never captured at all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are going to focus on this today's analysis. But before I deep dive into this video, kindly take a second or two to like this video, comment, and most importantly, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if by any chance you're watching us from a different platform, kindly just head over to YouTube, search for Creative Salas TV. If politics, war, and documentaries is what you are passionate about, ladies and gentlemen, you might have asked yourself, why was Kisumu residents quiet during all these protests?
I come from Kisumu. No, not my name. Not my name for what? What for my name? I'm a Jaluo in Kisumu. Period. We are taking orders from His Fakeness Raila Amolo Odinga. Nobody else. Raila said yesterday very well that he has not declined people to demonstrate. That's their democratic right. But these people are gathering here to bring violence in Kisumu City. Kisumu City will not go back to war again. Tumekataa. Wakitaka kufuata sheria, watu wengine wafuate procedure ya sheria, sio kuleta vurugu kwa town. Town iko na amani ya kutosha. Tunataka tufanye kazi yetu, tuendelee mbele. Period. Hakuna maneno mengine, wasilete upuuzi.
This was just, well, the first reason is this was a respect to Raila Amolo Odinga call for peace during these protests. Well, ladies and gentlemen, truth be said is that Raila Amolo Odinga's voice in Kisumu right now, these are the strongholds of Raila Amolo Odinga. And being that Raila Amolo Odinga never called for this protest, I just feel that the Kisumu people could have not gone to this protest. Hii ingeonekana ni kama wanasaliti their god, their political god, none other than Raila Amolo Odinga. Well, ladies and gentlemen, truth be said is that during all these protests that Raila Amolo Odinga has always called, Kisumu has always been the ringleader of this protest. Well, this time round walisemaji wao wakae nyuma, and all those people when walikuwa kwa broad-based government, being that they are in broad-based government and they are right now like siding with the government and rebuilding Nyanza as an all, compared contrary opposite to what happened in the Mount Kenya region. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the second reason why Kisumu resident never participated on yesterday protest is, Kisumu, well, the politics of Kisumu is very funny. If you don't have money, you can never, ever win any political post. Well, here's the twist. There are some alleging rumors that yesterday in Kontele, there was this Kisumu Central member of parliament who went there with cash 5,000 per head, which was giving those goons who always start this protest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know very well that whenever the protest, for a protest to begin, there must always be some ringleaders of that protest. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a video of those people after being paid 5,000 Kenyan shillings head.
Or address some issues concerning tomorrow demonstration and protest. We as the residents of Kondele who have been working here, having their livelihood here, we are saying no to Mandamano and we are saying no to protest. For any person who will be available tomorrow in the street who wants to create chaos and anarchy in this country, we believe that there is a way on which we can engage the president and engage the government on matters that affect people. Another thing I want to add on top of that, to every route who maybe is going to be paid to bring chaos, to bring anarchy to this country, I try to tell every youth, let's be peaceful and remain to our work areas. Another thing again, Kondele has been an epitome of violence. Kondele has been known as a center of chaos and wars. This is because of the demonstration and the difference in terms of politics. We are together now in a broad-based government. Any person who wants to picket and demonstrate, he should be asking himself, where has the government put us so far? Where has the government promoted us so far? Please, ladies and gentlemen, come tomorrow. Let's unite together and say no to maandamano. Kondele unasemaje?
Well, the third reason why Kisumu resident never went to street is Kisumu understands the repercussions of going to streets, the economic repercussions, knowing very well that over these years, being that they have been protesting, they have been facing a lot. They have been facing a lot of economic crisis. Well, you just see. Speaking of Kisumu Hotel being stoned, several investors were scared from Kisumu, knowing very well with the notion that Kisumu is always a hard place to live in. Well, yesterday ni kama wanaambiwa this one will just re-encourage more investors to come to Kisumu. So what they understand the pain that they understand the pain that they have gone through during all these protests. Wameharibu biashara zao, watu wakirudi after those 3 months of protest, maisha iko chini, which on the other side of the Mount Kenya region, the people have never protested since 2007. Vitu zinaendaga too smooth. So ni kama the Kisumu resident this time round will feel, you know what, we have always lost a lot in terms of economy, and this time round we think that we need to stand strong and still just to make sure that our economy does not fall the same way we have been doing over and over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth and the last reason why Kisumu resident never turned out to street is demos, is these the treaties that Raila Amolo Odinga and ODM broad-based government signed with none other than President William Samoei Ruto. Well, you know very well, Raila Amolo Odinga is the face of the Luo Nyanza nation. This one, with them going to street, I think William Samoei Ruto angeona, you know what, you guys, we promised, Raila Amolo Odinga promised me that this treaty there will be no more protest. But this time round, ni kama mumeni betray, and maybe ilingeenda as against this terms. So this is why Kisumu residents could have not allowed anything to do with these protests. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on comment section. Where are you watching this video from? Are you from Kisumu? Tell us, why do you think that Kisumu resident yesterday never turned for these protests? At last, I was your host Silas Owete. Till next video. Bye bye.